Wait, where did I put my phone? Oh, there it is.
We have too many gundams. No Zeon is the problem. I mean, it is what it is.
Alrighty. Hello. Welcome back to the stream. Vegas Bear here again, joined by Taro. Latios is currently MIA, but he's probably asleep. And we're going to be playing some Super Robot Wars.
And I have to go MIA as well.
Like right now?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
No, it's not. It's not your fault. It's
I
mine for
move back
taking
as
so
soon as
long.
I can.
Alright. Since no one else is here, no voice acting. Because I'm not gonna voice act this entire game by myself. That would be insane. Alright, let's do this simulation mission. Boss Battle 2. Let's see, who do we got here? We got like two actual bosses.
の兵器参考に持って帰りたいですね。これならどうでしょう。それ。こっちだって死にたくないんだ。邪魔するんじゃない。
He still does the fucking shark kick. Look at this.
余計な手間を取らせるな。攻撃する。さあ、あの機体のどこにこんなパワーがある。
Because Scope Dog is a little mech that could.
直撃しろよ。そろそろ諦めろ。合体機構を狙えば脆いはずだ。エースギルからこうな。
助かった。あのモビルスーツ私が必殺マグマナシャイ。
ダメだ。小型機は狙いがつけづらいが、これで仕留める。分かっていた。俺はまだ生きている。これで
I'm here.
Hello.
Sorry it took so long.
Oh, you're fine. You're fine. I'm just doing a simulation mission.
So, you're not doing voice acting anyway because Latio's sitting here, or?
I just wasn't doing voice acting because no one was here. I'm not gonna voice act this entire game by myself. That is madness.
That's the reason you stopped this in the beginning.
Yeah, that's the reason why I stopped playing this game. On stream, at least.
Get set. Ready? Fight!
So you may have noticed, Gridman went more than once.
I did notice. I assume that's because you were in simulation.
No, because because of EX action. With every enemy you kill, you get one count for the EX count. You get one pip. And with enough pips, you can choose any of these actions. I kept using multi-action so Gridman could keep fighting. After every, like he would get an extra turn every time.
know what I really find funny though? About
What?
the about the recent debut of the Disney driver.
By the way, the mech that you said would have been mine is a blue version of this.
But yeah, the reason I find the timing of the Disney driver is because one, Disney's thing is when you wish upon a star, and two,
What was that supposed to be?
star, star.
Oh.
ブレーキ審査サイズ
Really need to get on to listening to those songs.
What'd you say?
I said I really need to get on watching or listening to those songs.
Honestly, for me,
手近なやつから片付ける。
only one that doesn't really, vibe that well is Nabos.
Hmm.
Everything else is honestly top quality. There we go. That makes looks an awful lot like Zaku.
そろそろ諦めろ。
It's not a Zaku. That is Scope Dog, the little mech that could. Put some respect on his name, damn it.
You really had to hit me with the Russian Badger reference.
Yes. Bro, it's Charles Entertainment Cheese the Third. The first brother died in the war. Put some respect on his name.
On his name.
What happened to the first? What happened to the second brother then?
We don't talk about the second brother. You cannot give me you cannot give me a Smith and Western and not tell me to shoot Otis
In his stupid barnyard face.
Yes. He's right there. And I have Smith and Western and he's right there. What do you think it was? Oh hell, it's 7-Eleven.
What?
7 enemies. 11
Oh.
with your guy. About to be 8-11.
Wait, what do you mean 8-11?
I was wondering if you noticed.
I noticed immediately because that's more.
Also, what? That's a Kikaiju?
Oh yeah, you haven't seen this guy yet. Kikaiju come in all shapes and sizes.
What the hell?
They don't just show up as like the weird bug thing.
Latios, but he's missing. What are the bets Latios is going to show up after, like, literally as you're
相手は
doing
ポセイラル
stream?
軍の精鋭です。注意
Not likely, because he messaged me back. He slept in. He'll be here as soon as he can.
We gotta summon him like we summoned Gridman. Latios, fuck this thing. They seem to give up quick. Like, legit, from what I've seen, they legit just go, I've been hit once. Peace.
Well, I mean, I've had to hit them multiple times, but I understand what you mean.
Like, okay. From what I've seen, I might be misremembering from last time, but I don't remember them ever getting past halfway. I don't remember you actually, depleting their health to 0.
Because in story missions, I couldn't.
Hey, Bear.
Yeah.
Are those napkins free?
Or what?
Are those napkins free?
Yes?
You haven't seen it, have you?
Nope. I don't even know what we're talking about.
Russian Badger short.
Oh. Oh, wait, I think I may have actually seen... Okay, no. Yeah, I did see it. Alright, I am just gonna... Actually, wait a minute.
You gonna zoom?
There we go.
来たか。そこか。
Also, I think I saw the thumbnail of what Jaime Reyes is gonna be fighting.
Oh?
I think he's gonna be fighting the Scarlet Sierra, or whatever.
You mean like the evil version of the Blue Beetle?
Yeah,
That would be interesting.
because I saw like this red thing similar to a blue. One moment. I accidentally definitely should have unmuted.
Oh, wait, shit!
What happened? What
The
happened?
Ikaruga got shot down.
Bear!
Whoops! it was an accident. Like I hit the, like I saw shot down and hit start too quickly, without realizing it was on the other side of the screen where it shouldn't be.
Picture editions.
All right. I'll be right back. I gotta go take my meds, and then we will start with the Majestic Prince mission. Wait a minute, what is this? Oh, right. All right, I'm back.
Welcome back. Thank you for getting something, Bill.
Hmm.
Discord stream.
What?
so I can keep up with the stream itself.
I didn't know you guys were actually using that.
How do you think we keep up so quickly?
I don't know.
Yeah, both me and Latios use it. Anywho. Oh, I'm excited. Since Latios isn't here just yet, are we just leaving it up to the actual voice, or who's taking over which?
I'll take over Asagi again, and I'll try to do K.
I mean, I could take K
Okay.
while we were.
The real question is, who's gonna voice the new member?
You said that would be me.
Oh yeah, I did say that. Guardian Lounge. Captain Simon's the only Captain Simon's the one who called the Dre Cruz back to the Star Rose, right? That's what I've heard. Yeah. So why is he just keeping us on standby?
Captain Suzukaze took Kei and Tamaki off somewhere. Speak of the devil!
Yo!
Hey guys,
It's fine, it's fine.
like I'm like 2 hours late in or something. Like, no, that is not fine.
You're
First,
not 2 hours late, you're fine.
you're technically only 41 minutes late.
It isn't even an hour yet.
That's still a while.
It's not
Also-
even an hour yet.
Also,
okay?
in your defense, I played no story missions. I just did a simulation mission.
Yeah, and to be honest, I went for food, so there was no voice acting done at all.
Yeah, I was sitting
Okay.
here in silence.
Okay.
So you are good sir.
Face kills me though, every time.
So, I got asked an interesting question a while ago, while I was stuck doing other things and couldn't immediately join the stream. What one-year war mobile suit, either from the Federation or Zeon, would you pilot and why?
Alex.
That one I figured would be a no-brainer from you.
Like,
I don't know too much about Gundam yet.
what universal centric Alex suit would you want, Alex? Would you want to, Alex? Pilot, Alex.
After the one-year war,
Did I fucking stutter?
Alex was from the one-year war, bitch. Try again.
Yeah, but it was put in cold storage for the longest time. So,
Now, that's where you pull the rug from under them and say the Tristan. Because that
Oh!
actually is the Alex.
yeah, Tristan. I forgot about it. Why is it my favorite mobile suits have normal, like, human names?
In the case of the Alex, it's basically an acronym. Armored Layers Experimental.
I know, but like it's still like the
With the
acronym is
Tristan,
still like
not so much.
it's still like a normal ass name. You got the Alex and the Tristan, and it's like those are just names. And those, hey, Cliff.
I mean, in fairness, in certain other Gundam universes, there are actually missiles called Tristans. So
Also, Cliff has followed. Thank you.
So, anywho, when I gave my answer there, I was blatantly honest. Give me an RX-79G ground type. I figure we'll just wait to start the voice acting until the next cutscene, since I only just got here.
Okay.
Plus, it lets me get my thoughts out of the way. I picked the ground type because, for what it is one reliable, durable little workhorse. It may not be entirely made out of Gundarium alloy, aka Luna Titanium at the time, like the original RX-78 series was, but we still have some Luna Titanium in the vital areas.
I
And
get the
besides,
feeling. Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt, but I get the feeling that if Umi were to make a manga, her version of Elegant would be like one of those romance manga where the guy has like the sharpest chin.
the kind of chin that could cut glass, I can feel it.
Yep. You want to be Shoujo as heck.
Yeah, so in the development of the ground types, here's what happened. The Federation needed some mass-produced mobile suits quickly because they were losing ground on Earth, but they didn't have the time to wait for the Gundam itself to get to Jaburo to get its combat data studied and the like. So they took what they had, the RX-78-1 and the spare parts thereof, and used those spare parts to create 30 spare Gundams.
Real quick, Cliff, redeem hydrate. I have nothing to drink. I'll be right back.
Bear knows this stuff anyway, so I guess I'm just telling Taro about this, as well as the audience. So, what they did was, they took those spare parts and made 30 ground-type Gundam units. They altered the design schematics a bit to work more so with, while the original RX-78 units could work in both space and on the ground, these are just dedicated ground units because that's where the most heat is right now. So they took out the core block system, which was effectively an escape pod for the pilot that doubled as a fighter jet. That in turn severely lightened the load for the mobile suits, allowing them to squeeze a few more things in. They took the Vulcan guns out of the head and instead put a single one in one side of the chest, alongside a multi-launcher that can fire small missiles or grenades or flashbangs or flares. Basically, it had a variety of things it could launch. So you've got that going on. The reactor powering the machine is actually slightly smaller than the one on the original RX-78 units because they're just making space for all this extra stuff. The reason they moved the Vulcans out of the head is so they could put a bunch more sensor equipment in there, like a periscope, extra antenna, that kind of just retract into the head when not in use. And while it wasn't made of Luna Titanium, this thing was still pretty durable because they used the best materials that they could otherwise get a hold of. Which in this case would just end up being standard mobile suit materials. But the beauty of not being entirely made of Luna Titanium also meant they were easier to work on outside of the facilities on Jaburo and the moon. So battlefield repairs could actually be done on these machines. Likewise, a second machine acting as a sort of support unit was also developed. The GIM, or GM, depending on who you ask, ground type. Sharing a lot of the standard parts with the ground type, these machines had pieces that were effectively interchangeable, and if one was damaged heavily enough, you could use parts from the other to repair it. This was done intentionally so that battlefield repairs could be possible in places where spare parts could be hard to come by. The ground-type Gundams, for what they were, did their job and did it well. sure they weren't this super god modified new type only suit like the RX-78 series tended to be. But they did their job, did it well, and it left its mark. The ground type Gyms and ground type Gundams, they held their own long enough for the white base to make it to Jabro, for the battle data the Gundam had to be transferred to Federation hands, and thus more advanced and better equipped mobile suits made for the Federation's cannon fodder. So what's hilarious about it is that if you look at the way the other Gyms fared in comparison to their predecessor, the ground type, you'd swear the ground type Gym was more durable.
Oh, they had to be idols for a day. That's gotta suck.
As far as the equipment the ground type tapes, both Gym and Gundam had available to them, we had a few choices. There's the, at the time, standard Federation machine gun, the 100mm machine gun, which each clip held about 30 rounds. Apparently, like 30 to 60 rounds. You could carry up to 2 of them for spares, as they just clip on magnetically to the side skirts of your machine. It, again, like the Gundam itself, did its job really well. It's just that eventually they realized bullpup might be a better idea and moved on to that.
Okay, not to interrupt again, but here is the 6th member of the Majestic Prince. Their name is Ange.
Okay, I figured it was him.
They.
Okay.
Because... Not because, like... It's because no one knows what their gender is.
Fair enough. They, them, until stated otherwise.
Yeah. A running joke, no one knows if Ange is male or female.
Ange has their own bathroom on the base.
Pilot of Black 6. So we got our 6th Ranger, quote unquote.
Let's see, there was the aforementioned machine gun, there was a specific type of beam rifle made that was developed from the original RX-78 model beam rifle.
Ange is interesting, Cliff. They are a very interesting character, as these two are about to find out.
Remind me why you agreed to this.
It didn't seem right to say no.
No complaints here. I'm dying to see the brand new Black 6 in action. You got this, Izuru. As a senior officer, you're gonna impress the newbie. Coach, you don't tell me you're betting against Izuru. I just don't think Izuru can shine in a mock battle. Yeah, I do kind of wonder. I kind of suspect you don't get called a fail 5 by testing well. And while performing under fire is a useful trait for a AHSMB pilot,
Black 6 is Black 6 is deployed.
there he is! Whoa, look at that beauty.
It's got more firepower than our units, huh? The specs on the file say it has better mobility, too. Now let's see how the pilot does.
I believe in you, Ange. You can do it, Ange.
Go, Izuru.
Which one voiced Suzukaze? I can't remember. Taro?
I'm here.
Do you remember which of us voiced Suzukaze?
I believe it was you.
Ah. The mock battle will now commence. Both pilots fire at will. Whoa, not bad. That's so rad.
Are they taking this seriously? Izuru, you gotta do something!
I know, but
Point end match. Ange wins the mock battle.
Izuru lost. That's not your average pilot. Great, we got a new type. Okay.
Not quite.
The Striker, Hangar 2.
Who honestly expected Izuru to get whomped? Not a word I expected to see today.
I think Koji was right. You can't give it his all in a mock battle.
I guess that's where the failure meme comes from. I think it's just the tip of a deeper failure. What do you mean by that? Red 5's mobility went off the charts at the Battle of Ceres, but he hasn't gotten it to do that again since.
Hey, you're right.
Izuru's not in full control of Red 5. More to the point, he's not in control of himself. But hey, I'm sitting in a glass of hey, I'm sitting in a glass house here. How hard is he taking it, losing to a junior student?
We should probably leave him alone for a while. Your concern is appreciated, but Izuru's not the kind to really need it.
That was incredible! I'm so glad we have a pilot as good as you on our team. We were gonna have a party to welcome you to the team. What would you like to... Say that first with me?
That's not a swear!
It isn't.
I can't say it. It doesn't feel right.
Screw! Welcome wagon.
Huh? I was born for battle. What do I need for... Why do I have... Why... What do I need with parties?
If I may, Taro, for the future, you could just substitute whatever word with forget or something. Just find an alternative to say instead.
Okay. Oh, well, we all need our hobbies, I guess. Oh yeah. Speaking of, will you take a look at this manga I drew? Why the hell did you bring this? Well, I saw you looking at it in the cockpit when you were preparing to deploy.
Yeah, I know, Cliff. It's kind of weird.
So I was hoping you'd give me a fresh take.
Oh, ouch.
You're... Wait, I've never seen that word before.
Insipid.
Insipid?
Insipid. It basically means like it's stupid, ridiculous, otherwise just not interesting.
Okay. Your theme is insipid. Your story is a bore from start to finish. Your
Composition.
I know. Your composition is sloppy and your designs are all tire fire.
Damn.
In short, it sucks. Much like you. What?
Burn!
Call that a fight? That was crap! Is it because you load your cockpit up with junk like this?
Now that's enough. That sketchbook is Izuru's treasure.
What am I? I'm sorry! Unsen Amish?
An enemy attack?
Oh, that's me. Who would be attacking Star Rose?
Zanskar, Zeon, or... Ah, hell.
The Wolgaru? And just for shits and giggles, I'll get the rhinos out as well.
Make sure to switch the narrative to the APAC before you send it out again.
Yeah, okay. I do need to do that.
You forgot to do that for the last 2 space battles, so it's like... I just want to be useful and remind you, hey, you keep forgetting to do a thing.
I know. There we go.
At least someone reminded you this time, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes, I do remember that, Cliff.
Unsen Amish. I'm sorry. I'm really, really sorry.
Wow, what got into them?
It seems they were just coming down from the mock battle, but... So they're both going into live combat like that?
I'm good for right now, Cliff. Thank you, though. Remind me who used to do all the charging ahead? All hands, be ready to intercept. The Wolgaru.
Wait, what?
So they finally made it to the Earth Sphere. We've run into their scouting forces near the Earth before.
But what we're facing now is on a different scale altogether. We have reason to believe their objective is to make landfall on Earth.
They're looking to collect Earthling DNA personally, huh? Then why not hit a colony instead of trying to land on Earth?
We believe that one of our bases on the Wolgaru front was hacked some time ago. The intruders exfiltrated data on the AHSMB development and the MJP. Then it was the Wolgaru themselves. They are likely targeting surface-side MJP facilities, facilities that preserve vast stores of genetic samples. That would be the most efficient way to collect our DNA.
And if they manage to get it, I suppose we can't hope that they'll be done with us and leave us alone, right?
The Wolgaru take pleasure in the hunt. There is a strong possibility that they will begin hunting any human they see and hunt us into extinction. What?
We're not letting that happen.
Our species isn't just a ball they can kick around in their sick game. But they've brought a whole army. Can't exactly take them all on at once.
In which case, we have to stop the Wolgaru from reaching the surface. It's as you heard, everyone. This is our last stand.
Here I was, just getting into a partying mood, and now this?
But we don't have a choice. Can you handle this, Anson Ange? Yes, sir.
Wolgaru incoming.
Oh, they're purple this time!
Oh, they're purple now. Neat.
Oh, wait. Orange?
Look at all of them.
They're not messing around, are they?
They'll cut right through our patrols with a forset size. Who wants this
Quake
one?
in fear, primitive creature.
Okay.
Rip you apart and then burn your planet to cinders. Whatever tricks you used on Rada and the Prey Exos, you'll find me a different class of opponent. That said, how come I'm dragging Lubis' squad with me when they're always skulking around the back lines? I bet he's got a sinister scheme of some sort going on.
The Wolgaru seem to be engaging us rather than breaking through to the planet. This is one time their bloodlust works in our favor.
All hands, intercept! Be cautious of their commander!
Looks like that Jared guy isn't here this time. Anson Ange, I know this is your first time in live combat, so take care of yourself. Roger, I'll do my best.
First things first. Oh, not that! Why do they make the auto button start and not not make it the menu button?
Ah. Well, at least someone's already facing an opponent.
Different color Wolgaru represent different castes. While this isn't a direct indicator of their power, different castes are known to have more or less power. Got it.
Just a friendly reminder, after tomorrow, I won't be able to join back into the streams until Monday. I won't be here for the Sly Cooper stream on Saturday.
Got it. Fireworks.
Sorry about this, Bear, but I gotta go do something.
Okay. Um,
We'll
no,
refrain from voicing your characters until you get back.
I don't know how long I'll be.
it's okay.
Do
Like,
what you gotta do.
don't rush yourself.
Your invasion of the Earth ends here. So just take advantage of this chaos and do whatever you want. You plan on continuing this charade? Sadly enough, the fact that we use Vulcans on that actually kind of made sense. That's pretty much what they're there for. Intercepting aircraft, spacecraft, and missiles.
Ange must be nervous. Ange must be nervous because they've never seen live fire before. We have to take care of them. That means
guess
I
we're
have.
missing them after all. Okay.
That means I have to master Red 5. And anti-infantry. He forgot that use for the Vulcan.
Yeah, that's right. Sorry, I try not to think about the anti-infantry stuff because I've been through Gundam Seed and I've seen machines with foot Vulcans before. Okay, that might require some context. In the Gundam Seed Black Seed Destiny timeline, one of the mass-produced dagger suits, a couple models of it have Vulcans in the feet specifically for cutting down protests, riots, whatever.
Oh. It's my mission to stop the Wolgaru. Firing guided missiles.
You see why I choose not to think of the anti-infantry stuff there.
Yeah.
Plus, I've played Gundam Battle Operation 2. I've seen a lot of people shooting down, stepping on, or otherwise obliterating people who had to abandon their mobile suit for one reason or another. Heck, there's an SD Gundam game I saw a playthrough of my flail-throughs a while back, where even Zeon pilots are going like, dude, isn't shooting unarmored soldiers with not even a vehicle or a weapon with your Zaku machine gun a bit too much?
War crimes!
At which point, the leader of the squad berates them for having something even remotely akin to morals in a war. I forget the exact words, but paraphrasing, it was more or less, war is a mindless slaughter. If you can't handle that, quit. Even prey being hunted is alive. That's why it fights back. I know. Fly, V2! How about wings?
I'm more of a leg man myself, but oh god!
Stop killing me.
Legs are greater than wings, says Cliff.
All pale in comparison to nuggets.
You know what? I'll give you that. I'm not so sure about that one, Cliff.
What happened this time?
He said legs are greater than nuggets.
That fighting words, dude.
Also, it depends on the type of chicken nugget, because if, like, we're talking McDonald's, I'd agree with Cliff. But if we're talking, like, Wendy's or, like, Chick-fil-A, I would have to say no. Or KFC, actually, come to think of it.
Like, really good chicken nuggets and chicken fingers, for that matter, those are better than legs.
It reminds me, like, whenever I go to a restaurant, I always judge the quality of their food by their French fries, because it's surprisingly easy to mess up French fries. Like, I worked at a concession stand for, like, baseball season or little league season, and they had me they had me making French fries, and I realized how easy it is to screw up a French fry. So I judge the quality of a place's food by the quality of their French fries. If it's a damn good French fry, the rest of the food is just freaking delicious. I grew up in the barbecue capitals of the world. Huh?
Interesting metric there. I'll leave you to it.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how well it'll work for me because I really don't care, but
See, people, when I tell people about the French fry thing, they look at me like I'm crazy.
I don't think you're crazy. I just think you've got your own way of doing things.
Cliff says, I grew up in the barbecue capitals of the world and had some of the best chicken legs in the world. Most chicken legs don't compare. So yes, good chicken legs are greater than any nuggets.
I'll grant you that one.
Yeah.
I live on the... I think this is the East Coast of the States? Trying to remember my compass directions. Yeah.
East Coast.
Of the United States. So, I probably haven't had, like, that good, so... Besides, why go for just a leg when you can have the chicken breast instead and have more meat to it?
Okay, now I'm gonna have to stop you there, because I don't like turkey. Every turkey I've ever had has always tasted bland.
Turkey is meh.
Cliff, this is not a fight you want to start, man.
Can we all just agree that steak is really good?
Yeah? Let's just agree, chicken is good, regardless of what part.
Chicken is good.
Chicken good.
I can see it, so I can dodge it. I can see you!
Yeah, again, people don't know how to season turkey legs properly, so the flavor gets deep. Got it. See, on this side of the country, we're like,
We're idiots.
well, no, I was gonna say
Collective idiots.
we're known more for seafood and like,
To the point where I'm considered an anomaly because I hate seafood.
yeah, seafood and meat, like burgers. In fact, my state's specialty is scrapple. And I fucking love scrapple, even though I know what it's made of.
I've actually refused crab and lobster because I'm just disgusted on principle. It's ocean bugs.
Yeah, I can see that.
I used to be okay with eating fish, but as I grew up and my tastes changed, I actually can't eat fish that well anymore. It sets my gag reflex off for some reason.
That's unfortunate.
Like, some things, like, I can still choke down easy enough if it's bland, but, like, if I knew what my actual problem with it was and could address it, I'd live a lot better life.
Well, yeah, like Cliff even says, fish is good and super healthy for you.
I know. Believe me, I know.
It's just there's something in your brain that won't let you eat it.
Basically, I've always attributed to, like, just as a person's hyperfixations change and such, there are hyper-hatreds we get too. And I guess, for me, it's fish and mushrooms.
The squad in orange colors is supposed to be the same one that carried out the security breach. If orange means covert ops, then what are they doing here?
Very covert there, Blazing Orange.
But, so, I didn't like mushrooms for the longest time. But, I was eating pizza, and, like, the order got mixed up, so there were mushrooms on the pizza. And I didn't know that at first, so I'm, like, eating the pizza, and I'm like, why does this taste better than usual? And then I look at it, and, like, I'm seeing mushrooms, I'm like, no fucking way!
When I discovered mushrooms on my pizza once, I actually threw up.
Those are very, very different reactions.
That's how severe my hyper-hatreds are. Even if I don't notice it at first, the instant I discover it, my body will go nope.
Here's something to know: of all the nutrients your body can't produce on its own that are hard to find, mushrooms tend to have them in abundance.
It's like, bear in mind, for all the stuff I absolutely cannot stand and my body refuses to let in, my brain knows these things are good for me and I should be eating them. It's a weird case of irrational hatred that I just cannot for the life of me figure out. Like, I am well aware of the benefits these things have and why I should be eating them, and I cannot force myself to eat them.
So is that why the pizza tasted better with mushrooms on it? Because it soaked up the surrounding flavors? That's interesting. Granted, like, for the longest time, like, I didn't eat mushrooms because I learned that there are different types of mushrooms, and some of them will absolutely kill you. Even though...
Not bad. This is almost good sport.
The enemy commander is approaching the Star Rose. Get any available unit to intercept. We don't have any available units. We're all tied up. Ensign Enge? got us licked? Well, you're dead wrong! But what kind of tactics did you expect from that lump of mush you call a brain, you ugly swine?
Don't need to get personal, man.
This is why I wanted Taro to voice this character.
I'm hoping Taro gets this chance later. Ooh, toasty! Yeah, this one's actually strong.
Everything about you is crap except your speed. But your speed won't save you this time, you stupid amoeba! Who is that? Ange, I think?
They're really going at it. I think my ears are ringing just listening to it all.
Ensign Ange. The enemy commander's pulling back. Return to formation and we'll... Will you step off? Shove your orders back down your face pit. I got this covered. Ange is multi-personality disorder. I love.
We're playing insubordination too. Damn it, Ange! I hate that game.
I love that, Cliff. It's not that Ange has multiple personality disorder. Ange is multi-personality disorder. Roger.
Is this what they're really like?
Ah! I'll crush all of you, every one of you! Whoa. You can say that again. That's the sixth member of Team Rabbits. The one they call the fail rookie.
Well, this one's interesting. You know what, Primitive? You get to be my Lamata.
Watch out, Ensign Ange. The enemy commander is targeting you. So what? Just do your best. Let him come. I'll crush them all. And if they turn tail, I'll crush them anyway. I'll crush everything and everyone.
It is at this point Domonkashi appeared from the ether and slapped some sense into him.
Yeah, Ange is scary.
Like, at this point, this dude needs a training session with Master Asia, Domonkashi, and Schwartz Bruder.
Come on, and keep them coming. I'll wreck every one of you. Get in my sights and I'll shoot you down. That's all it takes. So what I'm hearing is don't get in front of Black Six.
Would it kill them to lay off the friendly fire?
I don't get why Ange was so shy before.
That's how they're a failure, I suppose.
Ange will fit right in with this team.
Will you stop?
Full assault! Kill everyone!
But, like, seriously, just imagine Master Asia humbling this kid and telling him how to keep his head in place, like, in their place. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, Master Asia and Schwartz, especially, would probably be ideal for teaching this kid to keep their cool.
Even then, I can imagine them, like, being exhausted at the end of the day. It's worth trying at least. You're going to get hit unless you move. Right there! You have to remember, it's not that Ange is just losing their cool. They have multiple personality disorder. Their entire persona changes. So it's not as simple as calming exercises. Right. Ange has two personalities. The shy, timid one off the battlefield, and then the fucking Spartan on the battlefield.
I still feel Master Asia could whip that into shape.
Well, here's the thing. Unless like, because you're dealing with two people. One is shy and timid, and the other one is like battle thirsty.
I know, what I'm getting at is like, spend enough time with Master Asia and you'll find a way, and he will find a way to merge those two personalities to a singular balanced personality.
Honestly, that would be scarier. If Ange could control themselves like that'd be insane.
I mean, the Undefeated of the East has done worse.
I mean, I know, but like, it's like, I don't know. It's like training a wild beast or something. I couldn't think of a proper analogy.
Extraterrestrial invaders. I know. Fly! V2! How about wings? We already had this conversation, Uso.
Yes.
I see an opening. Getting in close to the enemy. You're finished!
The use of wings of light was gross overkill.
Insult to injury.
There is a place near my house that serves 36 different flavors of wings, including 3 you have to sign a waiver for? What?
Probably for in case it's too hot and you gotta go to the hospital.
Yep. Yeah, probably. Alright, Team Doberman. So, the thing about Randy is that the rhinos is... When it says rhinos, it's not saying the single unit is called rhinos. That's a plural. There are 3 units called rhino.
So it's like having the entire strike team as a singular thing on the overworld.
Yes. And we're about to see the team in action. The rhinos are the mass-produced version in that world. Okay.
So they're the gym squadron. I can respect that. Our mission is to fight the Wolgaru. Projectile trajectory computed. I can do this.
So one thing I really like about the mechs of Team Rabbits is that, with the exception of Suguru and Kei, also Randy is a scumbag. Yes, he is. He's a pervert, and I'm not gonna get into it.
He's a creep, and we'll leave it at that.
Yep. So, with the exception of Suguru and Kei, all of the Team Rabbit suits are actually have an inner machine. That's like standard. It's like a not quite mass produced, but it's like a standard looking mech with the rest of the robot, like what we're seeing here on the field, like being extra armor that's put over the unit.
Almost like how the core Gundam has the armor on top.
Yeah. Even the Rose 3, because like you can kind of see it, like in the middle there. That's what the base unit looks like, I believe. You can't really see it on the others, because the blue 1 and red 5 are covered head to toe in armor. I'm not sure about the black 6. Gold 4, well, I mean, look at it. And same thing with the purple 2. I'll leave Jonah to you.
Yona Basta, we get our turn. I'll draw the enemy's attention. I'll run you down! Adjusting deflection. Next impact is 12,000. Set hand, ready. Now, fire! Go!
Fuck!
Overkill.
Cliff says all the Team Rabbit robots self-adapt their design to better suit their pilot and push their pilot towards their ideal form.
Thank you, Haru. On the battlefield, every action demands a reaction. I won't miss.
I'm not letting a Wolgaru take me down. We're not your prey, Wolgaru. Long-range attacks are my specialty. There you are.
Oh, I just thought of something. Imagine a Gundam whose primary weapon isn't a beam rifle, but instead, like, a railgun with like this exchange, with like a magazine you can exchange to continually reload the gun, add more rounds.
Interesting. Cliff says Suguru got done dirty in this game. I haven't watched all of Majestic Prince, so I wouldn't know.
Like, what I'm thinking of is like, if the railgun for the Atlas Gundam had, let's take a magazine some with her that just fed more per round in until it ran out to be ejected and swapped. I don't know if that's possible for a railgun, but it'd be neat. But it's an interesting idea.
Cliff says he's supposed to be a sniper expert, but there are other sniper units you get that do the job better.
I'm still waiting on a Gym Sniper 2 to materialize.
You're gonna be waiting
I know it's not actually in this game, I'm just joking. Part of me's like, if the Alex is in this game somewhere, I'd love to see Amuro in that.
I fucking wish it were in this game! I was really hoping we'd get some DLC where, like, oh, the Alex! And, like, no, we didn't. And Suguru's sniper attack doesn't hit nearly as hard as it should. Yeah, I noticed that, like, with the animation and how hard it looked like it hit, it did very little damage. Gundamu, Gundamu.
Gundamu.
Hit his ship in just right spot and kablamo! I hold your fate in my hands. You're done! That's not too bad.
That it?
If I knew more about coding, I'd want to mod the crap out of this game. I don't even know if there are mods for this game.
So, fun fact. Technically speaking, Amuro Ray had piloted a gym at least once.
Really?
But only in the Origin timeline.
Ah.
At the time, we were at Jaburo Base. So the Gundam was being serviced and updated and whatnot. And it was during this sequence that Zeon decided to attack. When Char and his Zagok showed up, Amuro had to take the one gym whose pilot had yet to show up and try to jump in. And despite the gym not performing as well as the Gundam and being a bit, well, noticeably slower, Amuro still kept up and managed to force Char to retreat temporarily to find his actual goal.
Damn. So Cliff says the two big mods are remove emergency missions and access to all missions all the time. That doesn't sound too bad. I'm looking at Black 6 and all I see is just Gundam Heavy Arms. With
Gundam Heavy Arms actually bothers aiming.
With the speed of Wing.
funny enough, when Red and I went through our first draft of the Build Fighters timeline way back, like when, his machine was a custom Wing Gundam, like Wing Zero heavy arms combination.
Interesting.
ドカンとなっちゃダメだ
So it was a heavy arms with Wing Zero speed.
How overpowered was it?
We never got to use it. He
Okay.
basically abandoned it in favor of doing his own thing. First chance he got.
Yeah, it sounds like him. Alright, Uso, you're gonna have to go back to the ship. He is low on energy, and I mean low.
Well, that's
How-
what we get for spamming the Wings of Light.
Yeah, health-wise he's fine, but he needs the
The
V2
battery
needs to
charge.
yeah, it needs to refuel.
Like I
Sup-
said, that's what we get for spamming the Wings of Light.
Super hyped for Armor Core 6. I know a lot of people that are hyped for that game.
I'm interested in giving the Armored Core series a chance. I'll do it. If that's what it takes, I'll... Adjusting deflection. Next impact is 12,000. Set and ready. Now fire! Go! If that's what you're gonna do. But yeah, I've heard some good stuff about the Armored Core games, but I've never actually gotten a chance to try them before.
I think I had Armor Core
遺伝子へ
4.
よくわかんないけど逃がさない
Oh, wait. I forgot to skip. Whoops. Sorry for that underage ass shot. I probably shouldn't not have said that out loud.
Sorry for the fan service would suffice.
Yeah.
But hey, you were honest.
Like, if they weren't teenagers, it wouldn't be as creepy.
Still weird, but not as bad.
Yeah. I can think of one character that they kind of do this for, and she is an adult. But it's also not, like, super blatant, like with Tamaki. Six is the perfect spot to jump in. It's a reboot of the series? Oh, okay.
I'll look into it then. Assuming I can get it for Xbox One.
Stop spamming high EN attacks on enemies that have a sliver of health left. No.
Like, I did kind of point this out with the Wings of Light. You were almost exclusively using that from the V2, and it's like, there's more that Gundam can do, you know?
I know.
Like, as pretty as the attack is, there's more that machine can do. Like, there was one case where you could have just shot down one of the ships with your Vulcans instead of going in with the beam saber.
In all previous games of Armor Core, you would carry some stuff over from your previous save files to make yourself more powerful in the next game. And it's stacked. Interesting.
いいところに当てりゃ戦艦だってドカンだ。こいつでノックダウンだ。もらった。
Well, I've heard your voice somewhere before, Suruga.
やったぜ。さすがは俺。
And now to take down Crazy Eyes McGee. You've come for me, my Lamata. Now it's a real Shikara.
Hey, swine, you got some real nerve challenging me face to face. Yeah, challenging me to my face, but I accept. Go to hell and stay there.
Oh, great. Battle of the Crazies.
Pretty much. This continued all the way to Armor Core 4A. Armor Core 5 ended it, and 6 is a reboot, so maybe they'll restart the trend. Maybe.
Straight up, he says goodbye. I was right to choose you as my Lamata. I found you, my Lamata. I'll remove you from my sight. I'd love for Robert to just get randomly in there and take him down before Fire Black 6 could. I feel like that'd be funny. Sometimes the hunter's prey fights back. You're finished! Come on, kill!
Damn!
You'll regret angering me. I'm on a Gundam hunt!
Why does his mech look like a Yu-Gi-Oh monster?
Looks like some kind of dark magician fusion. Like, yeah, I see it. Like, the way the armor's designed, it kind of reminds me of the way the dark magician's hat's designed.
Yeah. More importantly, why does his mech have boobs? I didn't even notice.
Maybe he just thinks it's pretty. I mean, who are we to judge the logic of the crazy?
That is true.
So, on the note of like mods for these games, I found a video for it a long while back, but someone actually made a mod to put the Shining Gundam in one of the earlier, or one of the previous games in the series, like prior to this one.
Really?
And they went all out with the moveset. They included the Shining Shot, which is like, most people forget the Shining Gundam even has that. See, the Shining Gundam, in its gauntlets, there's two small beam cannons. Basically, each one has the output of a standard Gundam beam rifle. Domon rarely uses this, but it's always been there. Likewise, there's a pair of Vulcans in the collar that he never uses. And they included that too.
Cliff, I see what you mean by the boobs.
奴らの力はこの程度ではないはずだ。ウルガル迎撃は GDF の務めよ。敵を足止めできればいい。ミサイル撃て。
I love the way they just pop. Looks like fireworks. If this doesn't kill him.
Nope.
Oh my god.
At least now we can have someone else take the kill and see if that gets any special dialogue.
Alright, Dubba, take the kill. Klein has potential. His stats increase as his HP goes down, including his damage reduction. Okay.
Kill stolen. Now I understand what the Prey Exodus was talking about. You primitives are incredible, especially the black one.
Phrasing.
Hey, I'm just reading what he says.
I know.
You're my Lamata now, and I swear I'll bring you down! Boop.
Turn your curly little tail and running swine? Then don't you dare face me again! So, Izuru, are you sure that's a heroic line? Let's just say that Black Six is an edgy anti-hero.
Frank Castle would look at you and say dial it back.
Yeah, he would.
The friggin' Doomslayer would point to a chair and say, sit down and calm down. You're in timeout.
So we managed to rout them.
But the Wolgaru continually continue to send squads to try to reach the Earth's surface.
The Star Roads will stay alert for them. But the Drake crews may have to come to stop them if necessary. We'll be fine. We have a great reliable new ally on our side. If you're following a chump, you're a double chump. Go extinct and don't come back, Wolgaru.
reliable, he says. I suppose having them as an ally is better than the alternative.
But they're a lot to handle, aren't they? This isn't my first time dealing with this, but I still can't help worrying.
The Striker, Hangar 2.
And just definitely something else. A mouse on the
mouse?
ship?
Right, that was yours.
Yeah, a mouse on the ship, and a monster on the battlefield. Which one's the real Ange, do you think?
I just wish Ange would stick with one of them. I don't envy the other 5 rabbits.
Yeah, they're going to struggle with a time bomb of sorts being in the squad.
A human being isn't a bomb, Kenichi. They're teammates. They'll work it out.
I don't know. Well, you sure wouldn't get anywhere with an attitude like that, Kenichi. I think they can handle it. They got a Zuru leading them. Ensign Ange? I am so sorry. I just get so focused, I stop thinking about anything else and anyone else. Yeah, that kinda came out in the battle today. I really am sorry. I said so many horrible things. Don't worry about it. I wasn't that offended. The other thing is, Ensign Ange. Why do you keep using ranks? You've never seen that formal. Oh. Okay, Kuroki? No, that doesn't seem right either. So, Angie? Definitely not that. Then, what should I... Just call me Ange. Excuse me. Hey, Ange! Man, I wanted to invite them to a party again. You've sure got your work cut out for you, Izuru. I'll get there in the end. It's my job as the leader of Team Rabbits. You're really persistent. Guess you have to be if you want to be a hero. I won't give up. As the leader of Team Rabbits, I'm going to get Ange to come to a party for their own sake. If it's the last thing I do. While we're at it, getting an actual answer on Ange's pronouns would probably help us avoid arguing with each other over it. Yeah, it's never going to happen.
Nope. Meanwhile, Char is over somewhere else having a talk with his grandson about conserving the energy of your machine.
Alrighty. Hint, hint. I get it! Alright, what do you say we got our boy Camille in here?
Zeta Gundam, you are coming with us.
Well, not quite Zeta,
Or-
not yet.
Or Gundam Mark II, whichever works. Honestly, I prefer the Mark II over the Zeta anyway. I know what I said probably sounds like blasphemy to Zeta Gundam fans, but hey. Having experience with both in Gundam Battle Operation 2 and in model kit form, I prefer the Mark II. This Camille person seems very important to you, Lieutenant Quattro.
It's not my place to talk about him right now. Although, you could consider him your uncle. Or great uncle.
No, uncle would be appropriate there. If Shark looked at him like a son or something. Yeah.
And he's Uso's grandfather, not great-grandfather, right?
Grandfather, yes.
Okay, so yeah, it would just be uncle. Alright, my bad.
I just can't believe he's being kept under the Federation surveillance too.
Yes, in a nasty place called the Augusta New Type Laboratory.
I just felt a shiver go down my spine. That's why you were getting Lumio and Co's help to get Camille out, right?
Not just Camille.
Huh?
I refuse to tolerate young people with futures being exploited as tools by backwards, outdated humans. No more.
Is that why you tried to destroy those backwards people?
That's right.
Don't expect Camille to simply take your hand as a Don't expect Camille to simply take a hand as blood-soaked as yours when you hold it out to him.
I'm not expecting him to.
Lieutenant Quattro. Are you curious about him? Is it wrong to be? I'm obviously not okay with what he tried to do, but still.
He's my grandpa! And Amuro's just like, wait, what?
No. Char has the power to draw people in, even I can admit that. And you strike me as a smart kid. I doubt you'd let him be a bad influence. I don't appreciate being called a kid, Amuro. You're 13, you're a kid.
How old was Amuro when he got into the Gundam?
14 to 16? Somewhere around there? Oh, I slipped up. You do? The people who fought with Char can only see him through the lens of combat. The lens of his legend. I'm glad to have people who can see him objectively on the crew. Yeah. Anyway, setting Char aside for the moment. Augusta. The people there are a real concern. I certainly wasn't expecting Augusta to be on her itinerary. I certainly wasn't expecting Augusta to be on our itinerary. And going there, together with you, people would say this is fate's hand at work. You couldn't read our destiny with your fortune telling?
Pardon me, Ensign Yona, Miss Michelle.
Hey, Edge. Why have you been stalking us since your visit to San Francisco?
Whoa, hold up. I'm not here to creep on anyone, honest.
Then what are you here for?
I, just wanted to offer some encouragement.
You talked before about misery-loving company. And you seem to have heard that we're miracle children.
Maybe.
Look, who are you?
Ah, Ensign Yona, there you are. Great. Michelle's with you too. Today's my lucky day.
What's with you guys? Pardon me? We're Team Rabbit. What of it? Not what I was asking. Hey, look, it's not super urgent or anything, but...
You look kind of down in the dumps, so we came to see if you wanted to eat with us.
You're inviting me to...
Michelle, you're invited too, of course. If you want, I'd be happy to dine with you alone. Ruga. Fuck.
I'll pass. I prefer to take my meals alone. Properly alone.
Say, Michelle, are you and Ensign Yona going out?
If that's a joke, it's not funny.
So you're saying there's a chance for me? And me?
Enough, both of you. You're bothering both of them. Let them be.
We have to do better. Remember, we came to help cheer the ensign up.
Thanks, Rabbits. I appreciate the invitation, but I've got a scheduled recon run coming up.
Oh, okay. Good luck out there then. Keep your chin up, Ensignona. You know, I'd still be down for a nice dinner with Michelle.
Suruga. You just can't take a hint, can you?
Well, guess we'll be going now.
What is up with those kids?
Ah, Team Rabbits. Those kids were cultivated for the MJP project.
MJP. That's the Project doing gene manipulation research for environmental adaptation.
I heard about it from Mavi at the lab. Only part of the truth's out there in the public. Their cultivation process includes drastic measures like memory manipulation. It's pretty sick stuff, if I'm being honest.
That sounds just like the cyber new type enhancement process.
They may seem like a bunch of goofballs, but really, they're the same. They're the same. Same as you guys. Same as me.
All the same. Just who are you?
Oh, guess it's not fair to stick my nose into your business without sharing anything about myself. I'll fill you guys in, if you want my life story.
Edge. Inside Augusta New Type Laboratory.
Huh. I was not expecting this place to look so nice.
It, like with the abundant colors there, honestly I get like this creepy school feeling to it.
Honestly, I was expecting blood on the walls. I was expecting chains.
I was honestly expecting it to look like Dead Space 2 in here.
Yes. With a little bit of Hellraiser. Okay, who's voicing Fa? Who's voicing Camille?
I'll take Camille.
Alright. Camille.
I finally cracked the security for the lab databanks. I shudder to think how I've spent that long here. Back during Char's rebellion, I was helpless to stop him.
You can't blame yourself for that, Camille. You had just recovered from a mental breakdown. You did everything you could.
Everything I could wasn't enough. I couldn't stop him, and worse, I lost Amuro. And now the Federation wants to use me as a new type specimen. Joke's on them, I guess. There's no point in using a failure. Then again, there's a lot more that's pointless than this lab and the Federation. Even when Axis nearly fell, even when the Blosser's box was open, the world still didn't change. It's like, no matter what we do, it's all useless.
Camille, you're just tired. You should rest for today. Put all the bad things out of your mind.
Sorry, Fa. Here you are, staying with me, and all I could do is mope. Anyway, that's not what I want to talk about today.
Did you find anything notable in the databanks?
Yeah, the Miracle Children were here on Augusta, apparently.
The Miracle Children?
I don't blame you for not recognizing the name. They were on the news back when we were kids. Back when the one-year war first broke out, there was this group of kids barely any older than us. They apparently predicted that a colony would fall in Australia and urged citizens to evacuate.
And those are the Miracle Children.
It was a group of 3 kids, 2 girls and 1 boy. They were studied here as a group of new types. And it's not just them. Rosemi was here on Augusta too.
Rosemi? Her?
Her real name was Rosamia Bottom. The name Rosemi was something imprinted on her for infiltrations. I'm still not sure whether Rosamia Bottom was her original name either.
Camille, if this goes on much longer, you could be...
I know. It's obvious the lab workers here only view me as a guinea pig. And at the same time, they're terrified of me. They're afraid their guinea pig might fight back one day.
If you stay here, you could end up just like all the other cyber new types.
But time they spend tinkering with me is time they're not spending messing around with the lab's other test subjects.
Camille, you don't mean...
All I could do right now is keep her from being more victims like Four and Rosemi.
Stop it, Camille. You're your own person. You don't have to sacrifice yourself for anyone else. This is no different from the time you gave your body over to the souls of the dead.
Fa. Yeah, please, we don't want another ending of Zeta Gundam on our hands.
Yeah.
Because Lord knows, Tomino will come out of the ether to do it again. Ah. My allergy meds would kick in right now.
Alright, what do you think would be... What bonus do you think would be better for the Gundam?
Terrain adaptivity would probably... Adaptivity? What the... That one would probably work best.
Alright.
Let the Gundam be able to work with anywhere we go. No signs of activity from the lab. Even if we did show up without an appointment, we're still friendlies. They're probably confused about how to deal with us. I'm going in, Ensign Yona. Keep them busy. Understood. Ensign, be honest with me. Would you rather destroy the lab? I imagine that Augusta isn't a place the miracle children have many fond memories of. You knew about us, sir? I learned of you when I lived in confinement following the one-year war. And you three were heroes born from the war, just like me. The irrational level of hope and fear people feel towards new types. I was their first real specimen. Sometimes I felt responsible for what happened to you guys and the Federation's cyber new types. But that's... Don't worry about me. I refuse to let that get to me, even if someone might call me irresponsible for it. I'm my own person. I don't live just so other people can push their hopes and expectations onto me. Lieutenant, it's absurd for the living to be bound by the dead. Are you talking about being possessed by the dead, sir? I guess I am, in a couple ways. Don't live an absurd life, Ensign Yona. Why are you telling me this? Good question.
Cliff said, yeah, terrain adapt was a pretty good choice.
Might be because I heard a voice. A voice? Ensign, you handle things here. What was that voice the Lieutenant heard? He warned me when he saw the narrative. What does he know about the Phoenix? Yona. Huh? Neo Zeon? They're using older models. Are they trying to camouflage themselves? If they're out here, they must be after the lab. Intercept them, Yona. This place develops mobile suits, but they don't have any active troops. I'll guard this place with my life. You head for the lab, Lieutenant. Yona. It wasn't all bad memories there. I won't let anyone else touch it. All right, I'm counting on you. New type labs. Places like these shouldn't exist at all. But this was the place I lived together with Rita and Michelle. And I'll be damned if I let you knock it down. Rita, Michelle. Damn it, I can't afford to let myself get distracted. I can do this as well as anyone. It's so close. Fine then. Here you go. Such a simple attack is easy to dodge.
New Gundam model doesn't scare me. Sights locked. Go!
My body moved on its own. You're just Neo Zeon remnants, aren't you? If that's how you want it. Killed by Vulcans. How insulting. Because everyone knows the Spocks are never meant to be used to shoot down mobile suits. You're not just Neo Zeon remnants, are you? Targets in range. Income! Time to end this! Good luck with that. Such a simple attack is easy to dodge. At this point, they're just repeating themselves.
Yep.
So, let us all share some information here. The shields on both arms are modified from Jigen shields.
I thought they looked familiar.
I'm sick of losing things because I'm powerless. I'm gonna fight this time. Camille, are you okay?
Amuro, you're alive.
Fa, where's Camille?
Well,
What's wrong?
I don't know. He sometimes acted strangely before this, but ever since the fighting started.
They might as well. What? They might as well destroy the whole place. Then no one would ever... Is he being possessed by someone else's thoughts? It could be excessive stress in the lab experiments, and Camille's already way too sensitive as it is.
But that means Camille...
No, it's not just one person's thoughts. The anger, the sorrow, and despair of a huge number of people are flowing into him. Camille's mind can't take this. It's gonna be a repeat of...
Camille, snap out of it! Camille!
I like to think someone slapped him. Camille, listen to him! And Amuro proceeds to bright slap him just to get him to snap out of it. Don't let other people's feelings overwhelm you. Are you going to let what was entrusted to you go to waste? The only ones who can give shape to the feelings of the dead are the living people. Remember the living. Remember the special someone that's right there in front of you. Special someone. Feel it. Feel the will of someone who's trying their damnedest to live right here and now. It's a bird. A bird that's struggling, but still trying to fly.
Camille!
If this goes on much longer... No, stop that, Yonabata. I can't fight if I let them break my spirit. That's... Are you good to go, Camille? This machine was in the hangar. I think it's a test model, a Gundam-type mobile suit with a heavy weapons loadout. We got the full armor Mark II! Yes!
Yeah!
It's got the same controls as the Mark II. No problems on my end, Amuro.
So, fun fact, you can swap out the parts so you can just have the regular Mark II.
Good job holding out, Yona. This is Camille Bidon speaking. I'm moving in to provide support. Camille Bidon? You're Camille Bidon? You know who I am? I heard about you from Lieutenant Quattro. Oh boy. Camille, don't get distracted. Yes, sir. This is Ensign Yona Basta. Your assistance is welcome. Yona Basta. That's one of the miracle children. Okay, you two, follow my lead. We're gonna push them back. So, fun fact. The high-grade model kit of the narrative B-packs there only sort of half exists. You'd have to buy the A-pack and then buy the actual B-pack itself separate from the Gundam.
Seriously?
Which I find bull. I'm serious.
That's some bullshit.
Make you buy the expensive as hell A-pack before you can attempt to get the B-pack. It's why, honestly, the C-pack is the most wallet-friendly option if you want the narrative. Are we done?
Cliff said, or they're just gonna kill themselves by tripping and falling onto my incoms.
Not yet. There's more coming. Looks like this is their main force. Does Augusta really hold that much value to Neo Zeon? Don't worry, we've got the Drakers now.
Alright, let's see here. Hayako Shiki, B2, Gun Blasters. Getter and Mazinger.
Because of course.
Because they're Amuro's friends. The Huckenbein. And then let's just get Combattler V in there.
Part of me wondered if Mika would have had something to mention of how depraved this place has to be, but like, eh. The Rock Highlands. Captain Bright's here? And... is he here too? Camille, is that really you?
Yes, I still have someone piloting the White Ark. It's a Marbit.
Nice to see you too, Callan. Haven't spoken since the Grips War, have we? You can fight, right? Yeah. It's strange. Just moments ago, I was ready to throw it all away, but now I want to live.
Not right now, no. Well, no, I could put them in the old. I could put them in the Victory Gundam. The one that Amuro left behind.
Uso.
Uso. Why did I say Amuro?
Maybe it's because of that Gundam. Because of Yona Basta.
I think this was you?
I'm guessing that Camille guy's had a hard life, but he sure knows how to hold his own.
It was either you or Taro, but it makes me envision two wounded birds flying despite their wounds. Why two? Because he and Ensign Yona are a lot alike.
Nice work, Amuro. You too, Ensign Yona. All units, support them and intercept the Zeon. This enemy composition is different from what we saw in San Francisco and Cheyenne.
The guys teaming up with Zanskar have reached the Earth's surface, huh? They braved all the dangers of atmospheric assault. Yes, I can guess what Zeon's after.
An armored Mark II. It's like a reflection of my current state. I don't know what I can do as I am now, but I'm gonna keep pressing onward anyways. For the sons of Four, Rosemi, and all the others who died in that lab, and for myself!
It looks so damn good!
It really does. So, fun fact, technically this is canon to the Zeta Gundam anime. It's just that this project was shelved when the, I think it was G-Defensor they called it? The Super Gundam was greenlit, because it ended up covering a lot of the points that the full armor variant would have, except instead of heavier armor, it focused more on mobility. Which, at the time, with how beam spammy the UC was getting at the time, it was considered better to dodge an attack than to tank it.
Got it.
I can hear a voice calling to me from space. Something's about to happen. Something that never has before.
Okay, I'm just imagining the Phoenix dive bombing the facility. Like from orbit. Like using the force of re-entry to just...
your leader's ego.
like using the force of re-entry to just turn themselves into a bomb.
That's Camille B. Dawn, one of the one Char Aznable pins his hopes on.
Also, my uncle?
I can kind of see why. He's incredible. Also, I've got a lot of birthdays to catch up on now. Yeah, always best to not get hit. That was basically the Grips War in a nutshell. I figure that's why they never attempted to replace the Gundam Mark II's armor with Gundarium alloy. But if they had, ooh boy. Like, Gundarium alloy is lighter and tougher than most other mobile suit materials at the time. And we've seen with the original RX-78 how durable that shit can be.
Yeah.
The Mark II was already a speed demon on the battlefield without it. Imagine what it would have been like if it was made entirely of the stuff.
Shit.
Like, the Mark II survived the Grips War and the first Neo-Zeon War, went into storage, only to be brought out by Menager Link later on, has one of its arms replaced with a pair of Dovenwolf arms welded together. And with that mere modification, was capable of still taking care of business, both with its own weapons and with the Beam Magnum. Even when it was a decade old, it was keeping up. Like, that machine is scary. So I figure if I had to pilot any machine in the Universal Century not limited to the One-Year War, it would be the Mark II.
Yeah.
For a lot of the same reasons I described with the ground-type Gundam, it's a reliable workhorse.
Cliff says, riding an asteroid down like a bomb, waving a cowboy hat. He's talking about the Phoenix dive bombing the facility.
I know, I get it.
Well, back.
Wait, where'd they get a mobile suit-sized cowboy hat?
That's what you're concerned about?
Yes.
A while back, me and my friends played a Mecha D20 game. Everyone else built Gundams. I built a fighter jet.
Hey, by all means, you do you. Everybody needs a support craft somewhere. Whether or not you actually play support, I don't know, but everybody needs an aircraft somewhere. if I was in the League Militaire, I would like to get to have a Victory Gundam or Victory Hexa for my mobile suit. But let's be honest, I'd be lucky if I got a freaking gun ease.
You'd also be lucky to survive.
Yeah, because the average lifespan for Victory Gundam characters is like, what, 3 episodes?
Yeah. Cliff says it was impossible to hit me as I did bombing and strafing runs at Mach 5, which my cluster mini nukes with my cluster mini nukes, Gatling anti-material ray guns, and twin hacking AIs. Damn.
You broke the system. Congratulations. And it honestly makes sense. You're a small, fast-moving target that's always on the move. Of course it'd be difficult to hit you. Stand up to the victory.
You know, it felt surprisingly nice, just airing it all out. Shame it doesn't make all the sour parts go away. We're in this together, Ensign Yona, in a lot of ways.
The asshole was the heart of gold, everybody.
Like, you may start off not liking Edge, but by the end of this game, you're gonna fucking love Edge.
Honestly, he's kind of grown. I've grown to like him already. Like, the more he's opened up over the course of the game, the more I have started to like him. As awesome as the Full Armor Mark II is, I'd love to see what the standard version looks like eventually.
We will. Because, much like with the, my crowning moment was when I did a slow pass over a government building full of hostages, ejected from my jet, letting the AI take it home, broke through the glass roof with 2 revolvers, shot 2 of the hostage takers, and was promptly downed in the main lobby water fountain where I nearly drowned. Holy shit. Holy shit! Like,
sounds like the kind of shit that happened in the Fetty Scum early days. Like, woof. Because, like, I mentioned this before, Fetty Scum went through the entire 1-year war from beginning to end. So our team of protagonists had to go from fighter jets to stolen Zakus to actual gyms to one of them managing to steal a Gundam Pixie, which turned out to have the exam system installed for testing.
damn it! I was not built for combat outside of my jet. So it was a really stupid move. It was a funny move.
It was goddamn hilarious. Also, it took me till I was watching this in motion to realize those incoms are like the prototypes of the new Gundam spin funnels.
Yeah, kind of.
When deployed, they have a similar shape.
ただのネオジオンの残党とは違う。飛び込め。食らえ。行くしかない。ガンダムタイプやれるのか。ここまでだ。
It was cool as hell for the first 5 seconds. Then I nearly drowned in a fountain.
そんな工夫のない攻撃なんかにこんなやり方じゃダメだってまだわからないのかやらせるか
Oh, the Vulcan pod earmuffs actually have 2 shooting points instead of just the 1. Neat. So, on the standard Mark II, the Vulcan pod only really shoots from one side, because the other is effectively the part that held the ammunition connected to the other side via a belt that looped around the back of the head. At least that's how I always interpreted it.
Cliff says, and yeah, incoms were pre-funnels. They do have advantages over funnels, though, notably more firepower,
Being able to be used in gravity.
as they can draw from the main unit's reactor instead of the micro-reactor battery.
Like, there's the power supply thing, there's the fact that apparently they can be used under gravity when funnels can't.
ガンダムもどきは引っ込んだろ。危険は伴うが。油断するほど慣れてるわけじゃないけどさ。ジオンの連中は本当に
Like, incoms have their place, definitely.
Oh man, you got killed by Vulcans? That's just embarrassing.
That's why I love doing that to enemies. Oh, you got shot down by Vulcans? That's embarrassing. And I became known as the Gundam pilot who shoots people down with his Vulcans just to insult them. At least, in some of the video games I played, I did.
戦場に鈴を鳴らしに来たか。地球連邦打倒のために。俺の反応につい
This
てき
is
て
a
くれ。
fine unit. It moves just like I want to.
なぜ答えを急ぎすぎる。
Why'd you rush to an answer?
ってみせるさ。
My question is, why doesn't he throw that one?
Might not have been close enough.
Maybe. You know what would be... What's worse, getting killed by Vulcans from an MP suit? Like that guy. I have an answer to that, okay? To why he threw away the other rocket launcher?
I'd love to hear it.
気恥ずかしくもあるが今は。
Keeping my embarrassment aside, there's a job to do. Over there!
ガンダムの伝
関節に食われるのか。ロンドベルを叩き落とす。落ちろ。こんなやり方が世直しだと信じている
If
な
you
ら。
truly believe this is the only way to reform the world, then everyone's allowed to be wrong.
Oh yeah. Alright. Notice the first bazooka he fires all 6 rounds. The second bazooka he only fires 2, then throws it. The beam rifle's splatter detonates the remaining 4 rounds in the bazooka, causing extra splash damage. He didn't throw the first bazooka because it was empty. Oh! That's actually really fucking smart.
Kudos. I honestly didn't notice that. Like, I even said on stream, these things only hold about 5 to 6 rounds, and they never really counted how many fired from the second bazooka.
向かってくるなら。どうしよう。あとは頼むぞ。
Alright, here we go.
袖付きが今さら何を。
It's a little late for this, sleeves.
これだけの攻撃ならば。
This should be enough.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
そこだ。
1,
1,
2.
2.
Yeet! So he's right.
直撃させる。
And the bazooka explodes. Meaning there still had to be rounds left inside.
Yep.
So yeah, technically speaking, when Amuro got the Gundam upgraded with the magnetic coating near the end of the anime, technically it changed to an RX-78 Type 3.
戦いがいつまで経っても終わらないんだ。
Fucking
It's
clever,
not
right?
counting units, like the number at the end. RX-78, 1, 2, 3, etc. It's not counting the unit made, it's the unit type.
Okay.
When equipped with the magnetic coating, it's an RX-78 3.
脱出装置を。
Like, have you noticed how much different the RX-78 1 looks compared to the 2 and 3?
Mm-hmm.
That's because it's equipped with different armor and different weapons.
Okay.
Conversely, the only real difference seen in the 2 and 3 is the presence of a magnetic coating.
Camille, you don't need me anymore. That's one less thing for me to regret, and that's enough for me.
The Type 4 and Type 5 have heavier armor and carry heavier weapons. One is a physical whole Gatling gun, and the other is a heavy beam weapon focus. I don't quite remember what the RX-78-6's whole shtick was, but the RX-78-7 was effectively a pseudo proto full armor thing. They called it the Mudrock.
That sounds familiar. All enemies have been destroyed, but
Zeon attacked a Federation new type lab. This bar is reporting. Camille, we're here for you. This is the Autonomous Corps Dre Crews. We're exercising our authority to remove you from this institute. If any trouble arises as a result of this action, then I'm ready to pull in help from high places. Thank you, Captain Bright. In that case, I'd like you to pass on a message to the administrators for me. Tell them that it's not permissible to turn people into tools of war. I'll make sure that message gets passed on loud and clear. In light of the fact that there are now popular Zeon targets, I think new type research institutes worldwide will end up getting re-examined.
Hopefully they'll improve things a little. Hey, Ensign Yona?
Yeah. Augusta's a place with a lot of memories for me, Rita and Michelle. The past can't be changed, but even so, we have to change. Yona, Camille, you've been entrusted with responsibilities of your own. Just don't let them consume you. Fight because you want to.
Camille.
Shar Aznable!
I'm fairly certain that's the second time you've punched me.
I haven't worked out what to say yet, so this is what I've got for now.
Fair enough. Of course, I hardly expect a punch to wrap everything up neatly.
Char Aznable. Ah! Char, is this the reunion you wanted? Saying nothing is no different from running away. That won't change anything.
Camille.
I think the best thing we could do is to leave him alone for now.
Thanks, Callan. Hold on, you know
Hold
each
on.
other? Okay.
You already read it, so... yeah.
Hold on, you know each other?
Back in the day, the Black Knights joined forces with the Ayugs to fight the Titans, who were under Britannian leadership.
Yeah, I guess that tracks.
I've known Camille and Fa ever since. Must have been rough. Yeah, must have been rough for you, Fa.
It's nice to see you again, Captain Bright.
I finished handling Camille's arrangements. You're both free to go. And I mean that. If you want to walk away from the Dray Cruise right now, you're welcome to.
I think Camille will choose to fight. Camille was ready to give up on life before, but he already seems a bit different now.
What changed his mind?
I'm not too sure myself.
It was that Gundam there. The narrative? Huh? You're Ensign Yona Basta, right? The way you fought looked like a bird to me. A bird? It was like an injured bird trying its hardest to fly. I'm noticing a lot of people making that comparison.
Odd
That's what let me fight
considering
again. Thank you.
odd considering what the Phoenix is based off of.
Then the fact that it's all shiny and gold is literally just a vanity thing. Oh, I don't think I'm some kind of huge inspiration like that.
Yona, my good man, you need to learn how to take a compliment. You did go way above and beyond today.
Oh. Captain Bright, Fa and I will be working with you again. Are you sure about this? I did a lot of thinking about what comes next while I was in Augusta. I still don't have an answer. But if me going into battle can help protect someone or something, alright. I'll be counting on you then. There was a method in the supplies we got from Nuio & Co. I'll assign it to you, Fa.
Yes, sir. I'll do my best to pull my weight too.
Thanks, Fa. I think you're part of the reason why I can fight again. You're the reason I was able to shake off the souls of the dead.
I am?
Yes. You've shown me the warmth of those who live. The warmth of life itself.
Camille.
Don't just stand there, hug her!
Kiss the girl!
That's right, Camille. Never forget that you're alive. Char Aznable. I get why you lost faith in the Earth Federation. I get what you were trying to accomplish. And your methods aside, sometimes I don't disagree. So I'll dream of what humanity should be, in my own way. That will be my new battle to fight. Shall we go grab the Fennex, or are we saving that for next time?
We don't get the Fennex for quite some time.
Okay then.
Alright, let me just take a look here. Alone in the Wild.
A new mobile suit is ready to be picked up to bolster the team's firepower. Fixed sortie is the full armor Hyakushiki Kai and the Gundam. Fall of Dakar, intel suggests Zeon terrorists plan to attack the Earth Federation assembly. Fixed sortie, Hyakushiki Kai. Encounter. The team investigates Mars, searching for intel on Poseidon's reasons for invading. Okie The lights in Amuro's life. As battles intensify, two women have an anxious Amuro in their hearts and minds.
Uh-oh.
I do not see that ending well.
Neither do I. Alright, well, I do, like, we're at 3 hours, but, like, I can go longer, but unfortunately I can't. I got a couple errands I need to run. I gotta put gas in the truck and grab some medicine.
So, basically that's it for today, folks. We'll get back to this on Tuesday.
Yep. Also, when I wrap up, I will not be back afterwards. After I wrap up the new Colossus, I'm thinking of doing a full week of this. Just 1 week. Just to see how many missions we can get done. Because if we can get 2 missions done per stream, and then stream this for 5 days, that'd be...
Let's see, 5 days, 2 missions a day, that's 10 days. That's 10 missions.
Yeah, we could put a series dent. So, yeah, for now, well, that's gonna have to wait until I finish, the new Colossus, but...
I think we can call it quits here.
Yep.
スパラボも鉄道で例えて
プレイヤー
ドア閉まります
See ya, Cliff. Thanks for tuning in, man.
Latios 1221 signing out. And remember, whatever you do, don't...
I was gonna show him the Gundam Mark II, but okay. This has been Vegas Bear 92. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys on next stream. Alright? Later.